So I know I said I was going to give you guys a update every single Monday on my fitness and everything that's been going on with that. However, as you guys can probably tell, that hasn't been happening. The fitness aspect has been happening, but giving you guys updates has not. I've just been busy with work and my real estate and my other channel. I'll link down below if you guys are interested in learning anything about real estate. But outside of that, I want to get back into this and giving you guys, keeping myself accountable with this channel, which was the whole point of doing this fitness thing in the first place, was holding myself accountable. So I'm outside of the gym right now. It's my pull day, so I'm going to be going over some of my favorite pull day exercises that I do today, and let's get right into it. So when it comes to my pull days and my back workouts, I start out every single one with pull-ups, and this is probably one of my favorite movements. I do knock out 100 every single workout at the beginning of it. This is around the 5th or 6th set, so at this point I'm only getting around 5 or 6 every single lift, but over time they're adding up to 100, so that works out for me. Going on from there, I move on to single arm rows, and I do these with a straight bar instead of doing like a V-bar type of dual row. I feel this so much better in my back when doing a single arm as compared to doing it with 2 arms. So I just knock it out this way, and I feel like I have a lot more stability doing it this way opposed to doing it with a dumbbell. After that, I move into single arm pull downs, and I do it with this machine. There's a couple other machines, but I like the way that this one feels because I have more of an underhand grip, and I can actually isolate my lat. I can feel it a whole lot more inside of my lat instead of doing it with dual hands when my forearms and momentum can take over. When I'm using it on this machine, I feel it so much more into my back. And as you guys can probably notice, on this day of my pull workouts, I do a lot of unilateral movements, so I can work on a lot of the symmetry on my back and when it comes to pull movements, because a lot of times if I'm doing a lot of compound movements, I won't necessarily focus on the actual contraction of the movement. I focus a lot on the actual movement of the weight compared to the actual squeeze like I get when I'm doing things unilaterally. All right, and after that, I move on to single arm rows. Now, this is probably the only horizontal movement that I have on this pull day. I think it is. So I just throw these in so that I am feeling some sort of width movement when it comes to doing the rows. And like I just mentioned before, I like to keep things unilateral when it comes to the compound movements on this day. So this one is the one that I throw in on this date, and I'm knocking these out. I think I did 3 sets of 10 or 12. I believe 10 for each arm. After that, I moved on to I believe the Hodge twins call these lat or wing flies or whatever they call them. I never actually know the exact name of these, but ever since I started implementing them a couple years ago, they're probably one of my favorite lat movements. I feel it so much in my back and in my lats and my inner lats compared to other movements that I was doing previously for my interior of the back, but those actually feel pretty good. Moving on from there, started to sweat a little bit and it was getting a little hot. So I took the hoodie off and went to some rear delt flies. I do these, not real delt flies. I moved on to some face pulls. Face pulls just, I feel these a whole lot more in my rear delts compared to doing rear delt flies, where I feel like my triceps and my lateral delt, they take over compared to my rear delt. So I feel these a whole lot more. From there is just 3 bicep movements. I have some regular single arm curls, and I do 5 sets of these, and I think I do anywhere from 10 to 15. It really all depends on my mood and how I'm feeling that day. I don't have a set number for each one. I just know I knock out anywhere between 12 and 15. If I start getting fatigued around set around number 12 or 13, I'll only do 12 or 13. If I get fatigued around 10, I'll stop at 10. But once I'm able to do 15 every single week with that weight, that's all that I do, and I'll move up at that point. And from there, I finished up with some straight barbell curls, just for some heavy weight for my biceps. I did 5 sets of 5 with these, and after that I did some preacher curls. I didn't record those, but I knocked those out as well, and that was my workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next workout. Also, in the last few seconds, I wanted to thank you guys for all the love you've been showing in the videos, liking, subscribing, all of that. Just wanted to thank you guys in the last few seconds. You guys are awesome.